Of HSCPM first year. Today I am taking your English class. I am your English teacher and Marul Islam, lecturer of English, Saimuddin Memorial Academy. Dear students, from my previous two lectures, you have known about degree changing. Today I will discuss on changing of sentences. You know, there are two types of sentences according to meaning and according to structure. According to meaning, there are five types of sentences: assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, and exclamatory. And according to structure, there are three types of sentences, and those are simple, complex, and compound. My friends, you are familiar with these five criteria of sentences in your previous classes, and I think simple, complex, and compound are a little bit difficult for you. So I will discuss at first. Today I will discuss on simple, complex, and compound. Firstly, I will introduce you with these three types of sentences, especially the structures of these sentences. Now I am using these words. Simple. Simple, that means having no difficulty or condition. Simply, the sentences simply we use in our daily activities. Those are simple sentences, and according to grammar, a simple sentence have only one subject and a finite verb. A simple sentence does not take more than one finite verb. As for example, you can see this sentence: Raju plays. Just these two words can completely express any opinion of a speaker. Raju plays. It's a simple sentence. It contains a subject. Raju is the subject, and plays, here play is the principal verb or finite verb. Even only a single word can be a sentence too. For example, look at this conversation. X said, "Do you have any pen? Do you have any pen?" And Y answered, "Yes." Just yes. Here the word yes can express the expression of why. So yes is a complete sentence, though it is a single word. Similarly, any types of imperative sentence will be consist of only one sentences. Just as do. Someone said, X said do. Y said run. That means run now. We can simply say, express this to say only by a single word, run. This is not the topics of our conversation. I said that I introduce you with the structure of simple, complex, and compound sentence. Simple sentence has a simple structure, a subject, a finite verb, and rest parts. Here rest part means it can can be an object or a complement or any phrase. In case of complex sentence, there will be two parts. One is subordinate clause and another is the principal clause. Here subordinate clause is a sentence but not a complete sentence because it can't express a meaning completely. It depends on principal clause. As for example, you can say this sentence: since he go to school, he can learn many things. Students, look at it at the blackboard. Since he go to school, he can learn many things. Here, since he go to school, here will be goes. Since he goes to school, this is the subordinate clause because the meaning of this part is totally dependent on the principal clause. It has no meaning of itself. Since he goes to school, it don't have a complete meaning, but he can learn many things. It has a complete meaning, so it is the principal clause, and this part is the subordinate clause. And the subordinate clause always depends on principal clause. And in case of changing, you have to change only the subordinate clause of a complex sentence. You don't have to change the principal clause, or principal clause will be unchanged. Here, the simple form of this sentence will be: going to school, he can learn many things. You can look that here we remove the condition since. The subject he. Subject, here we have removed the sign and condition of a complex sentence since and the subject of this clause he, because both the subjects are same. Both the subjects indicate a same person. So here we have removed the subject he in this simple sentence, and we have made this subordinate clause as a connector for a simple sentence, because in a simple sentence there will be no two subjects or no option to use two verbs or two subjects. Earlier I have told you that a simple sentence have only a subject, a finite verb and other parts if necessary. Now we can look going to school. Here you have no subject. Going is not a subject, it's a present participle form of the principal verb, and combinedly these three words has made a phrase, and it is a connector. It is used as a connector in this sentence, and that you can see that the principal clause is remain unchanged. Dear students, if in place of he, if I write the name of a person, since Rahim. Since Rahim goes to school, he can learn many things. Here, Rahim and he, both the words indicates same man. He is the pronoun of Rahim. So, in case of changing it into simple one, you have to do same thing, because Rahim and he are same person. So we have here also we have removed the subject and since. Going to school, Rohim can learn many things because in the complex sentence, in the subordinate part of this complex sentence, Rohim is the subject and he is the pronoun of this pronoun of this subject. So in the simple sentence, we have removed he from the principal clause and replaced the word or the proper noun Rohim replaced by replacing the word he, because he is the pronoun of Rohim. And this is the rule. If the different words are used as a subject in a complex sentence, but those different words indicates same person, you have to remove. You have to remove from subordinate clause the since, as, when, or as, since, when, and the subject, conjugative subject. You have to respective subject. You have to remove this. And in case of this principal clause, though since he and Rohim are same, so we have removed he from the principal clause and replaced Rohim in the place of he. Going to school, Rohim can learn many things. I think you can understand now. Students, if in same sentence, if you want to change it into a compound one, you have to abide by some rules. In compound sentences, there must be three composite conjunctions and, but, or. I have written these three words because but and or follows distinctive rules. If a simple sentence is started with instead of, or if a simple sentence have the phrase instead of, you have to use but. When you are going to change that simple sentence into a compound one, and in complex sentence there will be though or although. If a complex sentence have these words though or although, you have to use but to change that simple or complex sentence into a compound sentence. Or and are used in different situations. Now I am giving some examples using though, although for complex sentence, and in spite of, instead of, in spite of for simple sentence. Now I write two sentences, simple, one simple and another will be complex, and we will transform those two sentences into a compound one. In spite of poverty, Rohim is an honest man. In spite of poverty, Rohim is an honest man. It is a simple sentence because here this part is not a sentence, it is a connector, and Rohim is an honest man. It is the main part of the sentence. Subject Rohim, it is the verb, and honest man is the complement or adjective. Adjective phrase. Now we will write the complex form of this simple sentence, that will be though or although. Rohim is poor. The word poverty is changed into poor. Poverty is the noun and poor is the adjective. Though although Rohim is poor, the pronoun of Rohim will be he. He is an honest man. Dear students, you can see, he is an honest man. Here Rohim is an honest man, but Rohim and he are the same person. So I write down he as a pronoun of Rohim. He is an honest man. So you can realize that in case of changing simple, complex and compound, the principal clause will remain unchanged. Here principal clause is remained unchanged. Now the compound form of this sentence. Rohim is poor but honest. Now you can ask me, sir, why the principal clause is changed, totally changed, and you have taken only one word from the principal clause. Actually, dear students, in a compound sentence, if there is a subject and the verb is same, we don't need to use it in principal clause. So I have removed he and is, these two words. Honest man, sorry. Complete compound sentence will be honest man. Rohim is poor but an honest man. Honest man will take article and that is an. So an honest man, I have taken an honest man because he indicates Rohim, or Rohim and he are same. Is both in this sentence both parts have the same verb is. So I didn't take this verb is in here, or changing these two sentences into compound one. You have known that in a compound sentence, if both the sentence contain same subject or verb, you don't need to use the subject and the verb in the next word. So I didn't use he and is in the next part of the sentence, and the answer will be Rohim is poor but an honest man. So now here we go the structure of complex sentence. That at first there will be a subordinate clause. Subordinate clause having a subject and an non-finite verb. That means the verbs which don't have a complete meaning. Subject plus non-finite verb, and these two combinedly make a subordinate clause. Then there is a principal clause, and that will be consist on subject, a verb, and that is a finite verb. That must be a finite verb. That means this verb has a complete meaning. subject and verb, and then the rest words if necessary. And in case of compound sentence, I have discussed about only one topic's part. In the next class, I think I can make you understand about the using of and or. So, in the compound sentence, the structure will be subject plus verb plus object of complement if necessary. Then, if the subject and verb are same, you don't need to use. You have to put the conjunction verb and then the rest part. That means an honest man or the object of the principal clause. Or that will be noun or pronoun or noun phrase. So dear students, my time have been finished, and always my advice to you that if you go to outside, wear a mask on your face, and after returning home you must wash your hands with soap or soap water. Okay, stay at home and stay healthy. Goodbye, Allah Hafiz.